have a woman like that? Well, I'll tell you what I pay. I pay $1,000 a month. And if I had it, I would give her even more. And the real question is, what does she do with that money? Most of it goes to taking care of her family.
All right, let's talk about something real quick, right? Date within your budget, right? Listen, we all can agree that no woman is with you because they think you're handsome and you dress nice and love your shoes and and the type of cologne you wear, right? Women are with you for some sort of benefit, right? Because relationships are mutual beneficial to both parties. I know some guys think they're high and mighty, they're the king of the jungle, they're some superstar, and women flock to them. But those same guys that are on this high horse and are in denial of the truth are single, right? Respectable men that aren't consumed with the idiocracy and the clickbait of social media and Reddit and TikTok understand that a man brings something to a relationship. And they also understand what that something is. All right. Now, I respect what this gentleman is talking about. Someone said something about him in my comment. Never heard of the guy before, right? I went to his page, checked it out. I respect what he has going on, right? But date within your budget, right? And I'm going to tell you something. When I was married, um, I was spending, I don't know, it's been a long time, but I was paying about 1,500 a month in rent, right? Had her a nice place, in Cabarete. She stayed in like two or three apartments, right? I was spending about $1,500 a month, right? Groceries, stuff along those lines. Listen, I'm not knocking it, right? Uh, for the right one, I do it again, but I'm a little bit more picky now, right? I know what I want. Long hair, thick red bone, big old, you know what I'm saying? Thing in the back, right? I'm a little bit like now. I'm like, hey, if I'm gonna be paying rent, you gotta be what I want from top to bottom, right? Pause, right? I know you gotta be light skinned, red bone, thick, with a big old booty and some, some C's at least, right? But back to the story. I was spending at least $2,000 a month, right? You count rent, you count electricity, you count water, you count groceries, right? What woman doesn't get her hair done? What woman doesn't get her nails done? What woman doesn't go shopping, right? So I'll spend at least $2,000 a month, excuse me, on my ex-wife, right? At least. I was given. I know. Listen, I can say some good things about Vanessa, right? But I was for sure giving her some money every month, right? And I talk about her another day. I can say some good things about her, right? I can say a whole bunch of bad things about her too, but I can say one or two good things about her. But I was giving her money every month. I was, trying to make her life a little bit better every month, right? Definitely not $2,000, but I was definitely providing something, right? I was providing something of value that most women like, and it starts with the M and it ends with a Y, right? So date within your budget, right? Here's the thing, right? And I'm gonna break it down to you, right? Let's break it down to you. Uh, if you're looking to date within your budget, let's say your budget's $1,000, $1,500 a month, right? Or even less, I recommend you check out Asia, right? Check out Asia, right? I've met women, they'll rent $400-$500 a month, right? Or less, right? Check out Asia because your money is going to go further, right? I have nothing against agents, right? I've said I'd never date one, right? I never marry one, right? Like, I mean, there's some exceptions to the rule, right? There's some thick ones that I've met, right? I've talked about a woman in my Don't Date Thai Girls, Thai Women. I've talked about a woman recently, a couple months ago, maybe, or less, where I talked about a woman that was married and still talking to me and talking about she can cook for me. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. Right? Stays in in patio. Right? I say don't trust them. Right? I've just had so many experiences of married women and married women that was in relationships and had international boyfriends and passport bros that I would never date one. Right? If I've talked to 15 women that had boyfriends, I'm not gonna say all right. The 16th woman she's going to be in a relationship with me and she's going to be faithful. You know what I'm saying? The odds and statistics are against me. Right? I'm just being honest, right? So I personally would never date an Asian woman because I like mine thick, right? Like I said, there are some exceptions to the rule, but I like my woman thick, right? I like I just know what I like, man. I like them thick, right? I'm not selling for someone skinny because she's submissive and she cooks and she cleans when she's not physically attractive, right? She's not stimulating me sexually, right? Physically, mentally, all of the above. So date within your bracket. So I salute to this guy for being honest. If you watch his video, man, I've never. This is my first video I watched, right? He's an honest gentleman, right? He There's nothing wrong with that. The woman stays with him, right? The woman stays with him, and that's another thing, right? The woman don't stay with you, you can't trust her. I'm just gonna be honest. If she does not stay with you, you cannot trust them. And I respect the fact that he's not up here like, oh man, I'm paying her, I'm giving her $1,000 a month, and she lives on her own. She lives with him. I respect that, right? These long distance relationships do not work because a guy like me and a guy like some of you other jive turkeys, right, are still gonna try, right? You coming back in 3 to 6 months, she still got needs. And a guy like me, don't give a what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? She can call you and talk to you while I'm laying in the bed. But let's continue this. Let's continue this.
So there you go. Clip it, rip it.
Say what you say, but give me that
Beat from Dre.
All right, now let's see. Where were we now? Golf, check. Utilities, check.
I think we cover a lot of what I wanted to cover in this video, right? I'm not going through all of his expenses, right? Has nothing to do with me. Frankly, don't care, right? Frankly, don't care. Right. I'm not into a man. I'm not counting a man's pockets, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not moving to Thailand, right? But I said that to say, you have to understand in this dating game, right? You have to understand this dating game, right? You have to evaluate women, right? And I'm gonna give you the breakdown. I'm gonna give y'all some tips to be successful in this dating game, right? I'm gonna give y'all some tips to be successful in this dating game, right? If you meet a woman, right? Let's say you meet her and you go to Instagram, whatever, you stalking her, right? You doing some research, right? You asking your friends about, right? If you meet a woman, right, and you go to Instagram and she travels a lot, she goes to Dubai. Listen, I'm not gonna put this just on Asian women go to Dubai too. I was just on this girl's page from Thailand and she went to Dubai with some dude, right? Cool, right? If you want to take a working girl to Dubai, hey, that's your prerogative, right? It has nothing to do with me, right? But if you go to a woman's page, right, and she travels a lot, she goes to Dubai and Bali, and she goes to all of these countries, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. Get your pen out, get your piece of paper out. If you go to a woman's page and she does a lot of traveling, right, you can already gauge what kind of lifestyle she like. Let's be honest with you. If you go to a woman's page and she does a lot of traveling, you can already gauge what kind of lifestyle she's into. You can gauge it, right? It's it's written in stone, right? So if you're not willing to put her on trips and go on vacations and put her in nice hotels and flights and stuff along those lines, date within your budget, right? If you see she flying in first class, business class, if you see she on an airplane in a seat lean back, you see she on that Emirates A380, right, with the bar in business class, right, first class, right, with the bar in the middle, right, and you know she has expensive taste. Date within your budget, right? Listen, and this is kind of 50-50 with this, right? Because a lot of people wear fake bags, right? I know women, I know they got fake bags, right? It looks fake. Like, I know they ain't spend $3,000 on that Louis bag, right? I know that. Like, I know no one bought her a $3,000 Louis bag, right? I know it, right? I can bet money is not real, right? And women in some of these countries care less about name brand stuff, right? I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not talking about Asia, Thailand, but they wear a lot of fake stuff, right? It ain't come from the Nike store, it ain't come from the Louis store, the Gucci store. But that's not the topic of this conversation. But if you meet a woman, this ain't just about Asia, right? But if you meet a woman, you go to her page or social media or TikTok, and she got a lot of expensive stuff, right? Because some suckers do buy expensive stuff. If you go to her page and she got a lot of expensive stuff and you see Fendi bags and Gucci bags and all these bags, right? You see these red bottoms, right? And you see all of the things in her closet, right? And on her feet and on her shoulder to give you a gauge that She ain't wearing no Walmart bag or no Target bag. Date within your budget, right? Date within your budget, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. Date within your budget, right? If you see a woman, right, and she's staying in a high rise or something expensive, right? If her apartment has ocean views and overlooks the water in Miami, or she has one of these great apartments in Dubai, right? Date within your budget, right? Give you some more tips. If you see a woman and she always popping bottles in the club, listen, I was into it. Like me and African Queen went to the club 2 or 3 weekends a month every month. Literally, me and African Queen went to the club 2 or 3 weekends a month every month, and I'm buying bottles. Like I always bought bottles. I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you from experience. Right? That's about $1,000 a month I spent popping bottles with African Queen. I'm just the truth can never be considered disrespect. The truth can never be considered disrespect. I spent about $1,000 a month, right? Popping bottles with African Queen every weekend, every other weekend. At least twice a month we went to the club. At least sometimes every weekend, right? So I said that to say if you see a woman popping bottles in the club, right? Every weekend, every other weekend, date within your budget, right? And listen, I know I talk about Thailand a lot because I've been there a lot. But the thing about them, man, they'll split they'll split a bottle, right? It's either one or two things gonna happen. They're gonna split a bottle, right? They're gonna pitch in for a bottle. Whoever got the expat, the passport bro boyfriend sending them money, they're gonna pay for the bottle for everyone. The one or two things gonna happen. They're gonna split the bottle, right? Or whoever got the expat boyfriend sending them money is gonna buy the bottle for everyone. And I see that a lot. And a lot of them really come out in bulk on birthdays. Right? If it's someone's birthday, especially in Phuket Sugar Club, right? You see 20 women in the VIP section, I guarantee you it's someone's birthday. Right? I guarantee you a dude paid for that bottle. He may be there very well, but I guarantee you, right? I don't know. I'm just saying what I witnessed with my own eyes. I've been involved in. When it's a woman's birthday, her friends aren't coming to buy her a bottle, right? I'm just being honest, right? They may buy one, they may not, but 9 times out of 10, she already got that dude's money to buy those bottles, right? So a date within your budget, right? I like a woman to have her nails done, her hair done. Like I know when I met Vanessa, she didn't have her nails done, right? I'm not gonna call her ugly, right? She wasn't ugly. I'm not gonna call Vanessa ugly, right? She ain't my ex-wife, right? She ain't had a body like African Queen, right? Or my ex-wife, but she wasn't ugly. She was cute. Like I'm not gonna disrespect her, right? I could, but I'm not gonna disrespect her. But when I met her, her nails weren't done. That's one of the things that I look for with a woman. One of the things I look for with a woman is how she presents herself, right? Like this is just me. Like we're going out on a date, right? I'm not taking you to McDonald's, right? I mean, I'm maybe a little crazy, but I expect you to have your hair done, have your nails done, like have some. When I give you that hug, I want to smell Victoria's Secret, Love Spell, Sex. I want to smell something like you should be wearing heels, like you shouldn't be wearing tennis shoes. And I'm pretty sure Vanessa had on tennis. Listen, maybe American standards and what I'm used to is different from the European standards. But if we going out, like you should have on some heels, and I'm not talking about no Zara heels either. Hmm. But date within your budget, right? If you go to a woman's page and oh man, she got that orange iPhone 17 Pro Max, date within your budget. You can find a lot about a woman by her lifestyle, right? You can. You can find out a lot about a woman by her lifestyle, by her 3 minutes on social media. If she got stories of 15 countries she's visited and you know about that life, date within your budget, guys. In respect to this dude, Zoom to Thailand, I never heard of the guy. Someone said something about him in one of the comments. I'm like, let me check the guy out. Respect to him for being honest, man. Being honest, right? And here's the thing: you know she's a good woman. For one, she stays with him, right? And I ain't gonna put money into it, but she stays with him. She's always with him. She takes. These are the women, and it's just not about Thailand, right? Because I got some bad experience in Thailand. But these are, and I don't know the woman. Like I said, I watched 5 minutes of this video, right? But outside looking in, he got a good woman, man. Respect to the woman in Thailand. But outside looking in, the man got a good woman, man. The man got a good woman, right? But if you're not there with that woman, man, right? And I wasn't always there with my ex-wife, right? African Queen lived 6 minutes away. And like I could have literally walked to African Queen's place from my place. Literally, that's how close African Queen stayed. Like I could have literally, not saying I would have, right? But I could have drove from my place to African Queen's place in like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. It was just that close, right? It was about a mile or two away, 2 miles away, right? I could literally walk to African Queen's place. So she was just that close. So that may be some exceptions to the rule. But on that note, I really don't, you really can't trust women, right? In tourist field locations. You can't trust women in tourist field location. I'm gonna be honest with you. Places that get a lot of tourists, a lot of dudes, a lot of expats or passport bros or whatever name you want to. You can't trust these women. Come tell you why. Respectfully, right? Someone gonna spend that money, right? Especially weekend warriors, guys there for a short time. You know how many times I went somewhere for a weekend and she talking about 200, and I'm not saying do this, right? Allegedly, right? She talking about some crazy prices. I'm like, man, should I leave tomorrow anyway? All right, cool, let's do it, right? Or she talking about bringing Phuket. Oh, let's go to this. I forgot. Let's go to this beach club where you can spend 150, $200, right? And that's just to put it on your band, like minimum spend. Well, they gonna swipe your card for 150, $200. That's the minimum spend. Like whether you spend it or not, they already charge you 150, $200. And women that want to go to I can talk about Thailand, another story. Women that want to go to these expensive beach clubs in Phuket, like these are signs. Listen, I don't mind living that life sometimes, man. Like I don't mind going to expensive beach club, right? I don't mind buying bottles. Like I said, I did it with African Queen like 2 or 3 times a month. But you gotta date within your budget, right? Date within your budget. If you can't financially afford that, if you're cheap, if you can't afford $1,000 a month or less, or if you can, you will have more options, man. Listen, I'm gonna give you one of the last ones. If she got her body done, right? If she always in nice restaurants, and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, I can talk about women that got BBLs and their body done. Another story. A lot of women that got their body done are ugly in the not all of them, but a lot of women that got their body done are ugly in the face. They're getting more attention than they had before, right? I'm getting off topic. They're getting more attention than they had before. Before they got their body done, it was a 2. After they got their body done, if it looks halfway decent, it's an 8 or a 9, right? But a lot of women, I ain't say a lot, but a lot of women that got their body done, their chin up, the price went up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was just talking to one the other day, man. I did something for her, man. I'm just like, man, she got a heavy attitude, right? She messaged me talking about, yeah, I don't have no money for dinner. Listen, listen. How you broke with your body done, right? And as you know, a lot of women, like my ex-wife, I'm gonna tell you, women, Vanessa too, right? Women can go get surgery and get on payment plans. And I'm not knocking it. You don't got it, right? You don't got the 5,000, 6,000, whatever it costs. You go get on a payment plan, cool, whatever, right? You want to go get that bill, cool, right? You gonna go work out once a week and you're gonna get back to your old self, whatever. Now you just wait the 5,000, 6,000, you back fat and chubby and you still paying that note on the doctor, cool, whatever. But women that go get their body done, I'm telling you, a lot of them are like this, right? So if you see women that got their body, listen, I like them, right? I told you my next woman got to have a humongous, ginormous, gigantic, grande culo. Like it got to be huge, right? That's just me. But I know what I'm getting myself into, right? But women that got their body done, they got expensive taste, right? They don't want nice clothes and shoes and bags. They want to show off bags and earrings and a new phone and these heels and these heels and these heels. These heels $400. I'm just telling you, date within your budget, right? So if you can afford $1,000 or less, right, go to Asia, right? If you can afford $1,000 or more, go to South America, right? Go to South America. If you're 50-50, go to Europe, right? If you can afford $3,000 a month, go to Africa. No, I'm just joking. But a lot of these women in Africa that are not brainwashed, right? A lot of these women in Africa, You can get by, man, with $1,000 or less. I want to be honest with you. But a woman that's built like Kim Kardashian, a woman that's built like Amber Rose, a woman that's a head turner, right? Listen, I'm very honest. I'm gonna make it plain and simple for you. A woman that gets a lot of attention ain't going for no cheap guy, man. Because there's 30 other guys in line trying to take care of her. Let me repeat that again. Get your pen and paper in your piece of paper out. A woman that gets a lot of attention ain't going for no cheap guy. Because there's 30 other guys in line. The truth can never be considered disrespectful.